show in a row. But we are here with a special guest who would like to say hi.
Yo, what's up, guys? It's Dave Scott. I'm taking Marshall's place because Marshall sucks.
This is partially true. No,
I might become a regular, I might not. Who knows?
Who knows? But yeah, if there's any problems with Dave's audio today, it's because of his internet. Try not. It's getting better, so it should be okay.
My apologies. I can't really help that. I tried everything. I tried one thing.
You tried everything. He tried everything. So today we're going to be doing two things. First of all, we're going to be talking about the Night of Champions card, because that is tonight for most people, I think. And we're going to be just basically running it down and talking about what we think about it, and we'll talk a little bit about that in a second. And then also we'll go through the week in review. We're talking about Raw, NXT, Impact, and ROH. I don't think we're talking about anything else, right? That's it?
No, you said we should be talking about Night of Champions. What we really should be talking about is the Night of the Champions.
No, the Night of the Champions is in December. The Night of the Night of Champions is in September.
No, Fro Shore and Greg Gage match of the year. The Night of the Champions.
Actually, I believe the match of the year was at Where It All Begins Again. So.
Buddy, stop promoting your MAW. Get to the show.
Anyway, Night of Champions. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna run down the card, and I want you to say what you think is gonna happen, your prediction. What would happen if you had the book, and how hyped you are about the match or the angle in question. So,
yeah, sure.
Okay, so we'll start with the dark match, which is Stardust and the Ascension, the Cosmic Wasteland, versus Neville and the Lucha Dragons, the Colourful People. Thoughts? So, what do you think is going to happen? Who do you think is going to win this? This is actually pretty unpredictable.
So the next match is...
You don't want to talk about the pre-show match? I think... Dude, listen a sec. I think this might be the best match on the card. And I'm not even joking. Like, it might actually...
When you have KO on the card? When you
against
have
Ryback?
Well...
New Day against very old people. Nikki Bella against Charlotte. Roman Reigns, Dean Ambrose, and probably Kane versus Big Balls McStrong Green Bastard and the Wyatt family. And then Seth Rollins wrestling twice, one of which is against a 56-year-old man.
You have good points.
Rollins against Cena is probably going to be pretty good.
I don't know. Hopefully they'll ban John Stewart from ringside. Anyways, dark match. We got off topic. I'm gonna guess that they're gonna give Neville and Lucha the win. I'd like to see them give Stardust and Ascension the win. If I had the book, I'd give Stardust and Ascension the win. I'm not very excited for this, but I like Stardust and Ascension. I wish they would win. I'll be pulling for them. I don't think it'll happen though.
Okay, so if this was on the main card, I would say the heels will go over. But I don't think this feud really continues after this, so I'm going to say the babyfaces go over as well. Neville and Lucha Dragons. If I had the book, I'd put this on the main card, and I'd probably put Stardust over, and then carry this on next month at... What is it? Is it... Hell in a Cell? Oh, shit. I have no clue what's going to Hell in a Cell this year.
First ever 6-man tag in a cell. Fuck off!
No, they've done that. It was the McMahons versus DX. Or was it Legacy versus DX?
They haven't, no.
It was 3v2.
No.
Yeah, they did. Shut up.
But you're wrong.
God, never do that again. So, yeah, I don't know. Yeah,
like close up?
It's really bad, dude. I'm pretty hyped for this match. I think it's going to be really good. It's really fun. It's also got the pre-show slot, so they're probably going to give it like 10 minutes. So, yeah, I'm pretty excited for this. It's going to be good. Yeah. Next match on the card. Kevin Owens versus the Ryback for the IC title. Ryback going in as the champion. Kevin Owens going in as challenger. What do you think? What's going to happen? What would you do? How hyped?
Please, dear God, Kevin Owens.
I know, right?
I'm gonna go with Kevin Owens since Ryback's held the belt since May. He's had a pretty lengthy run, I think, and after Owens just like taking 2 big losses to Cena in a row, Owens needs something, and IC would just be perfect for him. I really, really want KO to win this. It's average hype for me. Nothing really on this card is majorly hype for me. But I hope this will be a good match because Ryback isn't as bad, in my opinion, as people say he is. I mean, he's not very good, but I mean, I think KO can carry him to a pretty good match.
Think about this: when Ryback won the title, Kevin Owens beat John Cena clean the same night. That's how long it's been.
True.
I think Ryback is that bad, personally. And yeah, I don't think he's ever had a good match, and he's been here like 3 years. So
the only pay-per-view I ever went to was him main eventing against Punk at HIC 2012, and that was a bad pay-per-view in my eyes.
Yeah, Hell in a Cell 2012 was a little rough.
Because like Brad Maddox, and I was sitting on the back row of the floor, so I couldn't see him. Like, Mom, what's going on?
2012 was a weird year. It went so quick. Like at the start of the year, you had such great talent, and then like the end of the year, I don't know. I felt like it like petered off a little bit. You did have the Shield.
I thought it was good. I thought it was like AJ's like climactic year.
I think that was probably the year after when she won the title and held it all the way till.
Yeah, but I mean that's when like at the beginning of the year she was like nobody, and then at TLC she was on Cena, like she was like big face.
That's true. The GM run was good, possibly. Yeah, the GM run was really good.
It's too short.
It was too short. She was a good GM. I know. I think she was better than the Authority. So, no, best GM ever is obviously William Regal. So, just
AJ's best GM ever.
Throwing that out there. So, I guess I'm gonna say I think Kevin Owens goes over.
We're still talking about that.
I think Kevin Owens wins this match. Although that's probably a little hopeful. And if I had the book, Kevin Owens would go over in a 2-minute squash match, and before the match, Teddy Long would come out and announce that this is a retirement match. So yeah, that's what I would personally do. Holla holla holla, player. So that's what I do. How hyped am I? I'm pretty hyped. I like Kevin Owens. I don't think he can have a good match with a broom. So Ryback's a little worse than that. But who knows? I'm excited to see what it is, at least.
I like KO. They just keep putting him against people that I like more, so I don't get to cheer for him that often.
Mm-hmm. Fair enough.
Like when I went to Raw, like in friggin' July, they put him against Rusev and Cesaro, and I'm a big Cesaro fan, so I was like rooting so heavily for Cesaro, even though I love Kevin and all that. It's just I like people more than him, but this time I'll definitely be rooting for KO.
Yeah. All right. Although he is the heel. New Day versus.
It's cute to root for the heel.
New Day versus the Dudleyz. Save the tables. Save the tables.
I'm calling it a DQ.
I thought this was a tables match.
I'm calling Dudleyz win by DQ because I mean like he's. Oh, it is?
I don't know.
I'm just saying like I feel like New Day needs to keep titles just a little bit more, and then like. But this is like Dudley's major first match in like so many years.
Yeah.
I don't think they'll have him lose clean, but I wouldn't be shocked if they gave him the titles. Like I said, if I was booking, I'd definitely do a DQ or a count out to keep the titles on New Day, but keep Dudley's looking strong.
I don't know, because New Day, like I thought they understood how over they were, and then they put the titles on primetime players. So I don't know. Like I think that I think Dudley's go over clean here, honestly. I think that's what they're going to do. I think I don't know how much stock they put in the New Day, which is weird because they're unbelievably over. Like, they might be the second or third most over guys on the roster right now. They're like, the crowd's loving these guys, and there's good reason for that.
In March, they absolutely hated them. Like, and it wasn't like heel heat. It was like actual go
heat.
Away heat.
Yeah, and that's why they turned them heel.
It's so astounding to me that they like got turned heel and then they just clicked.
Yeah, it's because like they're so good at being like douchebags.
I hate Xavier though. He's just so.
I love Xavier Woods. He's my favorite part of the whole thing. In fact, did you
just say I love Xavier Woods?
I think he's the whole reason why it works. The other two are okay, and Xavier Woods is actually the reason why it works.
Yeah, Big E's disgusting to me when he dances.
How can you hate Big E? Team Rocket was amazing.
I just don't like New Day.
Really?
Yeah, I'm not a fan. Kofi doesn't do anything for me. Xavier is annoying with his stupid trombone and all that, and then Big E's dancing is just bleh to me.
I love it. All right. Well, if I had the book, New Day would go over clean, and I'd do a Dudley's rematch at Hell in a Cell inside Hell in a Cell. Definitely, that would be the match I'd put in there for sure. And how hyped am I? This is probably going to be one of the better matches on the card. Like I said, I like Xavier Woods, so it's going to be fun to see him outside the ring. As usual, probably going to bring out some shenanigans. There's going to be some funny stuff with tables. So yeah, this is going to be fun for me. Nikki Bella versus Charlotte. Over to you.
I don't even care because Nikki already broke the fudging record.
I'm not even joking. Please stop doing that. So I don't know. They sucked the heat out of this on Monday. I don't like Charlotte that much. Nikki's okay, but she's a horrible character. It's going to be awful to see this. This is probably one of the worst matchups they could have done. I think I want Nikki over because I think I want Nikki Sasha, but Charlotte's probably going to go over. That's my prediction. It would be odd if they didn't make the change now, considering what they've been doing, and Nikki's held the title for a long time, and it's probably time to switch it, but I'm not huge looking forward to Charlotte having the title because I don't love Charlotte right now, but of course, let's remember Charlotte did have a really good reign as a champion just a year ago, where she did do some good stuff, so I should probably put a little bit of faith in her. Then again, she's now on the main roster, so faith be damned.
Like on the outside this whole match.
She's probably not even going to be there. God. No, she probably is.
Come on, bruh.
You know what they really should do is that they should just have Paige attack Charlotte to start the match, and then Nikki gets DQ'd because Paige attacks Charlotte, and then Charlotte wins the title. Because if Nikki gets DQ'd, then Charlotte wins the title.
Oh, that's smart stuff.
I know, it's stupid shit like that makes this kind of booking not work. I don't think the match is going to be anything special, so I'm not that hyped about it. But at least after this, after Nikki's title reign ends, maybe we can start having some proper women's feuds, because I'm dying for them. I'm honestly dying for them.
Send Nikki down to NXT. She needs it.
Well, she's out of the 9. She doesn't need it that badly. Like, considering.
Who would you send back down out of the 9?
Out of the 9, everyone except for Paige, Charlotte, Sasha, and Nikki, and Becky. Everyone else.
Really? Oh, is it because you just love the NXT women's division?
Well, I like Paige and Nikki as well, but literally, maybe you keep Naomi and maybe you keep Alicia.
Send them down there like they need work, or send them down there keep them in the better division.
Oh no, yeah, no. Tamina is done. I don't think she'll ever be good, and the rest of them need work. I think they'd hurt the NXT's women's division. I wouldn't want them down there for that. If I wanted to improve the women's division, I'd send Paige, Nikki, and Charlotte, Sasha, and Becky down there.
You ain't sending Paige nowhere under my rules.
Don't you want her back in NXT where she actually put on decent matches?
Nah, she just get TV time. That's all I care about.
She get TV time on NXT.
It's a 1-hour show compared to a 3-hour show.
Yeah, true. But
well, they have 12
the women
girls down in NXT. She's probably get on there once a month.
They're pushing 4. That's all they put. And NXT are showing the women more than the men these days. The NXT women have more singles feuds than the men. That's actually a fact because of the Dusty Classic.
Dana Brooke sucks.
She does, but she's not as bad as Eva Marie.
Just thought I'd throw that out there.
We'll talk about that when we get to the NXT stuff. Anyway, Roman Reigns, Dean Ambrose, and mystery partner versus Bray Wyatt, Luke Harper, and Strong Balls McBigperson. What are your?
Seth is going to be the mystery partner of United Shield,
and he's gonna do triple duty, quad duty.
Triple duty. They're already having him fight twice. Just put it up 3 times.
What about 4 times with the Shield reunion, John Cena, Sting, and Sheamus?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah. And Randy Orton cashes in his rematch clause from WrestleMania 30, and they have 5 stigmas.
Wait, didn't he get a rematch at Extreme Rules?
Yes. But that was because he beat Rollins at 31, not because of his rematch clause from 30.
I don't get it, but okay.
Okay. Good. Orton never had his one-on-one rematch after 31. After 30, I mean. Against Bryan.
Wait. Oh, against Bryan.
Yeah. Poor Bryan. God rest his soul.
Rest in peace, Brian.
Rest in peace, Brian. There's some talk Brian might be the mystery partner, you know.
I would love that, but it's not. He's still too injured, probably.
I know, it wasn't even his shoulder, though. It was a concussion. Like, concussions don't take this long to heal.
I know, you remember, like,
Christian.
Ziggler and Swagger? The whole Ziggler and Swagger incident?
God, do you
It
remember,
took, like, 2 months.
do you remember Christian? They told us he had a minor concussion.
Who?
Exactly. They told us he had a minor concussion, was injured beyond repair, and then put him in an elimination chamber match last year. I was like, what?
It's tough.
Why would you
tough.
do such a thing? Alright.
It's like, Christian's injured. Who's injured?
Who's going over?
I'll say, I'll say Dean, Roman, and Dude.
Dude, okay. And who would go over if you were booking it?
I'd probably say Wyatt's go over if I'm booking it, just because, like, maybe, Roman and Dean aren't much of a unit, and I think Wyatt's really need momentum, so I'd probably put Bray over, just because he hasn't wrestled in, like, 2 months.
That's not true.
Well, I mean, he never wrestles on TV.
That's
Like, what's up with
kind
that?
of true. It's
I
weird.
hate that.
It's really weird. He does wrestle the house shows. Like, it's not like
He
he's
never
injured
wrestles
or
on
anything.
Raw.
I know,
I
he
mean, like,
doesn't.
they were, when I was at Raw, they were like, tonight, Dean Ambrose will face Bray Wyatt. And I'm like, oh, cool, I get to see Bray wrestle.
And then it
So
didn't
Dean
happen,
comes out,
yeah.
and then somebody gets attacked. Bray attacks Roman, and then they all have a big fight, and then it's over after 2 minutes, no Bray.
No Bray. Yeah. So, how hyped are you about this match? Uh-oh, we have internet problems. Okay, well, I will talk about this match then, while Dave is in extreme pain. So, Roman Reigns, Dean Ambrose, and Mystery Partner. Like, the Mystery Partner, there's a lot of options. Rowan might still be injured, Bryan might still be injured, Kane is a likely one. And then there's been talks about Seth, which is unlikely, and Rock, which is kind of unlikely. But
Sorry about that, my Sky crashed.
yay, we're back. So I'm gonna say that the mystery partner is Kane, and he turns on Ambrose and Wyatt's win. If I was booking this, some sort of screwy finish that leads to a Hell in a Cell.
Alright, I'd obviously go with Rob Van Dam.
I don't think you could find Rob Van Dam. Although because he's probably high somewhere.
Come on, he gets so much flack for that. I'm sick of the high jokes.
Okay, I'm sorry, but it's probably
I'll do the mic thing again.
no, please don't. But I do miss Rob Van Dam. He was perfect for that Intercontinental title scene a couple of years ago, or like last year, whenever it was. It's been a while.
Who?
Van Dam. But how hyped am I for this match? Well, it very much depends on how much Braun Strowman, fuck it,
Braun Snowman.
big balls but big person is in this match. Because if he's in it a lot, then I'm gonna be like very annoyed at how shit this match is. And if he's kept very protected, then I'm like, okay, well, it's Shield versus Wyatt again, which is always good.
Wyatt video the other day with the original family, and I miss Rowan so much. I miss the original Wyatts. I don't like this version of Wyatt's.
I don't mind this version of Wyatt's, but like the original was something special. They really fucked it up. They really fucked it up badly. It's unfortunate, but oh well. Oh well. Oh, they were so over in January though. God damn. Not January 2014.
Even like Harper and Rowan versus Usos at Battleground was like
It was
one of the better
amazing.
tag team matches I've ever seen.
Yeah, it was amazing. Like that match was really good. They should have kept those two together longer than they did as well because they're really good. But yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty hyped because it's probably going to be a good match. I like the SummerSlam match for what it was. Hopefully Roman doesn't sleep for most of the match this time. And yeah, moving on. Seth Rollins versus John Cena, United States title match. I'm going to predict Cena goes over. If I was booking, you've got to have Seth win the first match. So I'd probably put Seth over here. But I don't know. Cena's got to get the belt back. Cena has to get the belt back. But I just don't know where.
Necessarily have to. As
Who?
much as I think Seth is at his high point, I think if Cena won the belt here, that he would just kill Seth. Because he's at such a high point right now. He holds 2 titles, and he's like the biggest thing going. So I feel Seth keeps the title in some way or fashion. Will it be clean? I'm not sure, but I think Seth will keep the U.S.
I would be very surprised if he kept the US and didn't keep the world. He's either leaving with both belts or he's leaving with just the world. Yeah. But I do think Cena has to get the belt back at some point. Whether it's like I just don't, unless they're unifying the belts, which it doesn't look like they're doing. I would like there's no one else he can drop it to, really, if you think about it. Like who else can he drop it to?
Well, maybe he holds it for a while.
I don't see it.
It's called a reign.
Well, yeah, but like he's not like you can't have him work twice every pay-per-view for a while. Like I don't know. He's not Jay Lethal. Let's be honest about this. He's slightly better.
He's trying to like copy ROH with that, and I'm not a big fan of that. But,
so is New Japan, to be fair.
Wait, what did they do? I don't follow them.
They're doing Okada versus Goto. It's champion versus champion.
For both belts?
They're not doing it for the belts, but they're doing champion versus champion.
Well, then it doesn't make sense.
What do you mean it doesn't make sense?
Because you're saying it's New Japan's doing the same thing. They're not doing belt for belt.
They're not doing belt for belt.
ROH did belt for belt, but like you said, New Japan's doing the same thing when they're not doing belt for belt.
No, but they announced the champion versus champion match like immediately after Best in the World. Well, not Best in the World. It was Best in the World, wasn't it? What was the name of that show?
I feel like doing the mic thing because you're being stupid.
Why am I being stupid? They had literally announced it right afterwards.
Because they didn't unify both belts.
No, but they never do champion versus champion. They specifically keep them away from each other all year. The only time they do it is during tournaments. Why would they do champion versus champion the week after ROH did champion versus champion?
Well, they might be doing something similar to what ROH did, but you say they're doing the exact same thing, but they're not doing both belts.
No, I said they're doing the exact same thing as the WWE, and that is copying ROH in some way. Fuck you. Unlike WWE and ROH, New Japan actually values its secondary title, and they wouldn't put it on the same person. Anyway, Seth Rollins versus John Cena. Who do you think is going to win?
I think Seth keeps it in some way.
Okay, and is that what you do if you had the look?
Yeah, probably, and it's average height. Like I said, nothing too special for me on this card, but it should be a half decent match since Seth.
Yeah, it's probably going to be the best match on the card for me. Because Cena's the second or third best wrestler in the world this year. He's done very well. He's been amazing. He's been absolutely incredible. He has had 3 or 4 match of the year contenders this year. And Royal Rumble triple threat. Rusev. No way. Brock had as much to do with that as anyone. John Cena had as much to do with that as anyone. Cesaro 1, Cesaro 2, Owens 2, Rusev last man. I quit. These were amazing matches this year. I hate John Cena. But he's there. He's up there with Styles, Strong, and Banks as wrestlers of the year. Like he's right there.
He's not on their level. He's done good.
He's better than Strong and Styles this year.
Not as a wrestler, but better matches, right?
Yes, to be fair, that's.
He's not a better wrestler than Strong and Styles.
He might be a better wrestler than Styles. Styles has a lot going for him.
Nobody in the WWE can compare to Styles or Strong unless you're talking about Seth.
Cesaro?
Okay, maybe.
Sasha Banks, wrestler of the year. Kevin Owens.
And Kevin Owens. But he was taken from ROH.
Daniel Bryan.
Bryan has never really amazed me.
Daniel Bryan is the best pro wrestler in the world. Yeah, there's no doubt about that. Alright, Seth Rollins versus Sting. Why is Sting in the main event in 2015? Why is Sting in the main event?
Sting win, actually.
Please answer this for me. Why is Sting in this match?
Because feuds.
He's 56.
Anyways, I would actually like to see Sting win something since he lost his first match debut, which made no sense to me.
No, it did not.
So, if they gave the belt to Sting, it wouldn't be a deal breaker for me. But I mean, Seth is my favorite wrestler, so I have to kind of root for him. I don't think this will be clean. I think I'll have some kind of weird interference, like every pay-per-view main event has.
It's been a while since we've had a clean win. It's been a long while.
I think that Seth will leave Night of Champions with the belt. I can't tell you how, but I think he'll leave.
Bro, early in the night, right? He steals Sheamus's briefcase. And then he loses the main event. And then bro swerve. He cashes in his title, cashes in the contract immediately afterwards.
If I could give you a thumbs up emoji right now, I would so do it.
Okay. My prediction is God, I hope Rollins goes over. Average hype. My prediction is Rollins goes over somehow. If I had the book, this match would have never been made. And I think I would probably just make it a 1 minute squash. Finger poke of doom, reveal on the neck. Reveal on the neck. No, they'd be like, find out what happens next night on Raw. And then on Raw, they like, Sting has alliance with the Authority. And then that shit up. Yeah, and then he says, I just wanted to be in a main event, and then just leaves forever. Forever. I just wanted a taste of glory. TNA sucks. I had to work with a guy who was stoned. Do you know what that's like? And he was literally like, that's a fact. But yeah, I don't know. Like, that's literally what I would do. I would somehow avoid Sting wrestling tonight because like that's probably the best. That's probably best for business. Keep him from wrestling.
Just go, our fella, I'm cashing in this Sting. Get the hair out of here, fella.
That's actually not the worst idea in the world. It's just like, have Sheamus cash in, have him like powerbomb Sting through the announcer table, and then just have Sheamus versus Seth Rollins.
Cry, she's Sting's biggest fan.
Go watch old videos of Sting, you'll be much happier. Okay, well, yeah, that's Night of Champions.
I still say, in my opinion, Sting should have just kept the TNA.
I mean, Sting should have just Sting should have just retired in 2001.
TNA was like really good for it. No, Sting was really good for TNA.
Yeah,
he really helped them a lot.
Do you find it funny that on Raw this week, 50% of TNA's Hall of Fame were on the show?
Yes.
Oh god, that's awful.
But anyways, you don't want to see Sting, just keep it TNA. If Sting never went to TNA, we would have never had Sting versus Hogan, Bound for Glory 2011.
Oh, what a classic. I
never had that dream match.
I am so upset if I had never got to see that when the combined age of them, when they did it when they were both in their prime, it was god awful. Anyway, those two are like, Hogan and Sting are the perfect example of pretty average pro wrestlers becoming superstars. Anyway, we can move off Night of Champions. As a show as a whole, I'm not even, like, this is the first pay-per-view I'm not watching live since Fastlane. Like, this is like,
I didn't even watch Battleground, so I'm like, I watched Summer. I haven't watched a pay-per-view live since TLC 2014.
What? You didn't even watch Mania live?
I have network problems, so I think I told you this. You just
you did.
I always have to watch the pay-per-view like after 11, after they go off.
No, I did hear you. I just didn't think you had it for that long.
Yeah, I started in Rumble 15, and then Mania was cool, but stupid WWE app like dinged my phone, and it looked, it was like, shocker, Brock Lesnar and the Roman Reigns, Seth cashes in, Seth wins the title. I'm like, it just spoiled the main event.
I did like, we did a podcast like immediately following the show, and we were just so hyped. we just were like, oh my god, that was amazing.
thought the menu was really good.
Yeah, I thought it was good. Like, looking back on it, it's a little worse than I originally thought, but, like, it made me feel things. So, that's all you really need from wrestling. It made me feel things.
If AJ and Paige only won, I would have thought it was the best mania in the world.
Yeah, AJ was, like, didn't wrestle, which was unfortunate, but oh well.
Going to end the call now.
She didn't. She was on the floor for most of the match, which is unfortunate.
She was the one who tapped out Nikki.
Yeah, but we didn't get to see her actually wrestle. Like,
So funny.
why do you not like wrestling?
Sports entertainment.
This is pro wrestling, damn it. Alright, Minor Champions is gonna be alright. We're gonna move on to much better things.
For the way you just said she didn't even wrestle. She didn't even wrestle.
We're gonna move on. Alright, so we'll start with the least exciting thing that we're gonna talk about, and that's Raw.
TNA.
I don't know if TNA is more or less exciting than this week's episode of Raw. But Raw started with an Authority promo this week. I'm very, very shocked about this. I don't think it was that bad, actually. It was an unusually calm promo from these guys. And, yeah, they're not bad. They're actually decent hype people. What do you think about the Authority, Dave?
I forgot what they did.
They just listed the matches.
Okay, they were good in 2013, some of 2014. They're just stalemate now.
Yeah, they're pretty stale. I mean, sometimes you just need to change the Raw general manager. It just needs to happen.
I mean, when like, I think, like, Laurinaitis was GM and, like, they were
Oh.
searching for GMs, I'm like, oh my god, I remember when Triple H was GM in 2011. He was awesome. I want Triple H to be a GM again. And not like this.
Well, but do you remember that Triple H segment? When it was...
Yeah, I remember, like, that one thing that he did, like, in that time.
Do you remember the segment where they had all the wrestlers on strike, and they had a match between John Cena and Sheamus with Triple H as the referee, yeah, and CM Punk was on commentary.
I'm like, who won? I want to know who won.
I wanted the entire I wanted the show to be like that, and I was hoping like people would start coming in halfway through and be like, okay, we agree with you, and then they'd like add to the match, like it become like a fatal four-way. Shit.
Yeah, that was really cool. I enjoyed that.
Yeah, I wish they had lasted a bit longer on it, but yeah, it was fun. It was cool. Alright, first match of the night. Tag team title match, Primetime Players versus the New Day. I do not like the Primetime Players. That's all I have to say.
I don't like either team. That's all I really have to say.
Okay, then. I love the New Day.
Like the Dudleyz for their pyro.
Next match was Paige and Sasha Banks, which continues to be the best rivalry in the women's division right now. This one
continues to make Paige's job to Sasha.
Yes, which is, yeah, that's fine with me. Sasha, this one wasn't as good as their match last week. However, they did have a dirty finish, which is exactly what they should be doing in this feud. And, yeah, it was alright. There was a really vicious German suplex in here, and Sasha landed really badly on her head, which is exactly why Paige needs a little bit more ring rust removal. But, it was alright. It was fine for what it was. It was good.
Well, you better just move on
Decent.
before I go off on you.
Miss TV was the one was with the Wyatts, and it was weird, and Miss was weird, and it was all weird. So yeah, we'll
I
move
thought
on.
it was funny. I wanted it to keep going. That's part of love.
Just Miz like talking to them like, I want to know what's deep inside you, Wyatt.
I like
it.
And then like stupid Roman had to end it.
Well, I think Miz was great, and I just didn't think Wyatt had the like good responses personally. But yeah, Roman's promo was actually alright, in my opinion. I don't think it was as bad as it has been. He didn't say the word suffering succotash. So, you know, it was sweet. Yeah, you know, same thing. John Cena wrestled Sheamus, and it was a John Cena versus Sheamus match. You know.
Wasn't that bad?
It wasn't. You know, these two are good. They're just not very good, likable or hateable. So, they just had a match, and it was technically sound. And Cena won clean. Shocking.
Sound with a whole bunch of aerial moves and flashiness, and it was all over the place.
There we go.
8 out of 8.
8 out of 8. Ryback is in the ring. Yay. Ryback fucked up a promo again. Kevin Owens started coming out and having a decent promo, but then Ryback decided to ad-lib and fucked up Kevin Owens' promo. And this is the weirdest feud ever, and Kevin Owens used the secret, and it was super weird, so I'm going to move on from that unless you have anything to say about this.
Ryback killed it by pointing out his mistake of not getting the book.
Yep.
And Owens had to break character, and I can tell he's legitimately mad. Ryback is bad. I want KO to win.
Stardust and the Stardust versus Neville never starts. Whatever. Nikki Bella has a really weird promo. Nikki Bella versus Charlotte, with the Bellatron ticket. Yeah, Nikki Bella versus Charlotte, decent match, as these two are decent workers, not good, but decent. And they really sucked the air out of the Night of Champions match. I know, like, nobody really gave a shit about the record in a lot of ways, but then they really hyped it in this show, and they just made it seem like the feud was basically over. It felt like a blow-off match, because afterwards, they were like, Nikki's won, she's got the record, so who gives a shit about Sunday? And I'm like, yeah, who does?
Differ about caring about the record. You're talking to a man right now who cares so much about that thing. I have the plaque. It's 205 out of 295, AJ's longest reigning record. I wanted to take a picture, tweet it to WWE saying, "Does this mean nothing to you?"
Yeah, you were really into that streak. So now I bet you're hoping Charlotte wins on Sunday.
Yeah.
So they got you. You know, this did what it was meant to do to you. Yeah, there we go. Rusev versus Cesaro is always good because it's Rusev and Cesaro. And is this the one? Was this week that Summer came out? Ziggler came out. Yeah, and gave a gift to Summer Rae. Ziggler is a scumbag as usual. And no, I love him, but he's a heel. He's a bit. Yeah, the guy's a scumbag. I can believe that he's trying to seduce Summer Rae. He's a douchebag. Rusev is such.
I've always wanted to like Dolph. I've always wanted him to be my favorite guy. It's just something about him. He's not my favorite for some reason.
I mean, he sells like nobody's business, but I don't know if there's any I don't think there's anything else to him. But you know, it is what it is. They should have capitalized on his momentum after Survivor Series last year, and they didn't. And now I don't know if he's ever going to get the world title again. Probably not. There's very likely that he won't. This is okay. He is aging, but I don't even know if he's the star quality to get the unified title. Yeah. Rusev is raging. Rusev goes into his locker room. Rocker room, and Summer Rae likes her gift and shit, and it's weird and it's stupid, and it's a stupid.
What was it? Do you even know?
I think it was like a brooch, but it was cheap as fuck. Sting versus Big Show. This is 2015, guys. Sting.
Not 99.
Big Show. Sting versus the Giant. And
Steve Ford and Paul Wyatt.
God damn it. Seth Rollins comes out, so Sting beats Big Show. He's now 1-1 in WWE, and then we have a tag team match, player. We didn't get Teddy Long, unfortunately.
Wait, was that didn't that end in a no contest?
Nope.
Seth came in?
Sting got attacked, so he won by DQ.
Nice. So he's not 2-1, so they're gonna make him lose on Sunday to be 2-2.
Mm-hmm. Hopefully. And yep, it was John Cena and Sting versus Big Show and Seth Rollins, and Seth Rollins took the freaking I would say pinfall, but he tapped fucking out. He tapped out to Sting in seconds. He's the world champion, for God's sake, and he's tapped out twice in 2 months on Raw.
My God, he's the world tampon.
God, this is awful. This is god awful. I hate this feud. I really hate this feud, and I try to be optimistic about things, but I hate this feud. So there you go. That's it. That's all I have to say about Raw. It was good. It was pretty awful, actually. It was not very good. Yeah.
I'm here. I probably rate it maybe 2.5. Actually, you know what? 1 out of 8.
Out of 8. I don't know. Like our usual grading on the show is letters, so.
Okay.
D minus.
I do F+.
Ooh, that's a really bad show.
Nikki broke the record, and Paige lost, and Seth tapped.
We had Cesaro and Rusev, and we had Cena, Sheamus.
You trying to put that as a positive thing?
Yeah, both of those matches were good.
Well.
Alright, Mr. Grumpy Butt. We're moving on to NXT.
I didn't watch that this week, so you're going to have to lead that.
Alright, so Tyler Breeze versus Adam Rose, but that never happens because Bull Dempsey comes out and demands a match with Tyler Breeze, which is going to happen next week, I think. So yeah, this was fun. Adam Rose is boring. I don't like Adam Rose anymore. I used to. I liked Adam Rose. Now he's not very good. they folded him a little too much, and yeah, he's irritating. Bull Dempsey is also not very good. Tyler Breeze is very, very good, and he looks very, very bad next to these two people. But hopefully the blow-off match is decent. Poor Tyler Breeze. Ty Dillinger come out, and Ty Dillinger is getting over very fast, and he is very good. So that's interesting. I don't think he'll main event NXT at any time, but he could be a Tyler Breeze kind of guy. But Tyler Breeze is never getting called up, so I don't know why they need another Tyler Breeze. But yeah, he defeated that British guy. You know, the one. Yeah,
that one.
That one guy. Apollo Crews is back. He defeated Solomon Crow, thank God. And yeah, Apollo Crews is good, and he is very ready to become a main eventer, like, as soon as possible. He's right there. He's really good at pro wrestling, it turns out. We had Dusty Rhodes classic highlights.
Oh, he's back from the dead.
That's inappropriate. Hype Bros.
You said we had Dusty Rhodes and you took the really long pause.
We had Dusty Rhodes come out, and no, we had the Hype Bros and the Vaudevillains advance from the first round matches, which is good in terms of Vaudevillains and terrible in terms of Hype Bros, because Hype Bros are god awful. And we had Baron Corbin and Rhino in a backstage segment where they looked like bros, and it was kind of awesome, defeating Tommaso Ciampa and Johnny Gargano.
No.
Johnny Gargano is very good at pro wrestling. And yeah, this was really fun. Baron Corbin and Rhino are surprisingly good as a team, and this match was very, very, very solid because, you know, Johnny Gargano is really good at pro wrestling.
Maybe the people like Corbin now.
I doubt it, but it was okay, and it was fun, and they advanced to the quarters. We knew the indie team weren't going to get too far in this tournament. But they served their purpose, and it's really fun to see them. And they were all right. They were fun. They were good. I didn't think they got the chance to really show off what they're worth, but I'm not sure how much more of this taping they're on. So who knows?
Yeah, last week's NXT was where Gargano and Ciampa debuted, and that was the first match I'd seen of either of those two, and they really impressed me. I thought they were good. I wanted them to get a little farther.
Yeah, I mean, Gargano was really good in both matches. Ciampa, I don't think had enough time to show himself. You know, I think he is pretty good, but like, I just don't think he had. I don't think he showed himself in this. I don't know. He's just not as good as I thought he was. But
he's not Eva level.
He's what?
He's not Eva level.
Eva's terrible.
That's the joke.
God damn you! Don't even joke about such things. Bailey comes out.
You're not an all-red everything fan?
I was really hoping. I saw her like before she debuted on NXT again. I was like, okay, she's trying, she's training. These are actually looking pretty good. That snap suplex is all right. Okay, let's give her a chance. She's the worst female worker in a long time.
So the not kicking out thing is almost as bad as Cameron's cover her ref.
What do you mean, the Dana Brooke thing?
No, Cameron. No, she tried to.
No, I mean the not kicking out thing. That was Dana Brooke at Takeover, right?
That was Eva against some of the new girls, and the new girl covered her, and
the ref pulled his
And Eva almost forgot to kick it out.
Well, that's better than actually not kicking out, which is what happened with Dana Brooke at Takeover when Emma was not supposed to win the match. And
She covered Becky.
no, she covered Eva. Oh yeah, you're right. No, Dana was supposed to break the pin up. That was supposed to happen.
That was Charlotte you were thinking of.
No, Dana was supposed to break the pin up. Definitely.
Dude, Charlotte was like in the it was Charlotte versus Emma versus
Dana versus Becky. Yeah. No, I'm sure of this.
match?
Yeah, Dana was in the match. Did I see Eva?
No, but I'm pretty sure it was Charlotte who was supposed to break it up.
It was definitely Dana. I read it. Well, according to the melts, it was meant to be Dana.
No, never trust the melts.
Always trust the melts. The melts is the yeah.
Anyways, it's good because Emma's getting pushed.
Emma is good. I don't know. She hasn't appeared since then. But Bailey defeats Sarah Dobson via pinfall with Bailey to Bailey. We had Izzy in the ring. We had Bailey get into the crowd. Everything was fun and awesome. And then Sasha came out and this became one of the greatest segments of all time. It was just so emotional. They could not keep the smiles back. They were smiling at each other the entire time. It was amazing. William Regal came out with a big grin on his face. The crowd started chanting Iron Woman. And they all smiled because they realized that the crowd had figured out what was going to happen. And we are confirmed as a 30-minute Iron Man match. Why are they calling it an Iron Man match? I don't know. A 30-minute Iron Maiden match, that's what I'm going to call it, at the main event of NXT TakeOver Respect, which takes place on the 7th of October. The main event, finally. It's only freaking 9 months too late, but at least it's finally happening. Finally, we get to finish off a TakeOver with a match that deserves it. It's been a long time since we have. It's probably been since our Evolution. But it's going to be good. It's going to be great. It's going to be 30 minutes of freaking these two. And these two are awesome. And I'm really looking forward to it. And this segment was awesome. This was one of the best NXTs in a while. TakeOver is going to be great, man. Like, TakeOver is probably going to be like Joe and Balor versus... Yeah, it's going to be Joe and Balor versus Rhino and Corbin, which isn't too bad of a match at all. So.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I think it'll be good. The one thing I don't like is Bayley on the mic. I don't think she's really that good on the mic. She can back it up in the ring, but Sasha I do like on the mic. She's got a good character. And going to NXT not too long, about maybe a little under a month's time, so I'm excited for that. TakeOver should be great. I can't wait for Bayley and Sasha, so that should be awesome. I was hoping
that we'd have... I'm worried about what the women's match is going to be from the TakeOver that I'm going to, which is the one in December. I hope so, or Bayley and Asuka, which isn't even mentioned on my notes. But there is a hype video for Asuka, or is it Akasuka? I can't remember what it's called. But whoever, it's Kana. We've got a hype video for Kana.
Go ahead.
No, go for it.
One thing only thing I don't like about their women's division is that Bayley's gonna win because Sasha's gonna get called up.
Yeah, but you know that on a lot of matches, like you knew Zayn was winning, you knew the Lucha Dragons were winning, you knew the Foreign Friends were winning, you knew Buddy and the...
but I mean, I just don't like predictability. The match is.
Yeah, like you knew Bayley was winning last time, so.
Yeah.
So yeah, and you knew like Balor was winning, and the couple of times he did. What's funny is, did you hear that before TakeOver Brooklyn they did a TV taping where Owens came out with the NXT belt and Sasha came out with the women's belt for matches that were like, nice. Yeah, and those TV tapings never got used, so that was fun.
Really?
Yeah, the Owens versus Neville title match that never got aired because obviously Owens never had the title afterwards. Yeah, that was fun. But no, yeah, Kama's going to be awesome. I hope she gets hot-shotted, because she's better than, like, anyone. Like, anyone. Like, seriously, like... And they have Peyton, they have Billy, they have... I mean, they might have Sarah. She's more of, like, a hardcore worker, so it's going to be a bit weird to see her not bleeding. But, yeah, they have people that are better, but, like, they pushed Carmella over Peyton, I think it was, and... Eva over Billy last week, so it's obvious that they're not like that dedicated to Peyton and Billy yet. So Kana is an option. Nia Jax might be an option, but I'm worried about her. The last time Rocky's cousin came and freaking got pushed to the moon, we had a bit of a disaster, so let's hope this one doesn't go too awfully either. Then again, he did.
One thing I will say, I absolutely hate the name Billy Kay.
I don't mind it. It's not like a big deal to me, honestly.
It sounds like a guy.
It does not.
Yes, it does.
It does not.
Yes, it does.
Maybe it's just because of my love of Billy Piper, but I always consider that to be a guy's name, a girl's name. So.
So you said it yourself.
Because I am very tired. I'm very, very tired. Alright, so... Yeah, NXT was really good this week. I really enjoyed it. I'm hoping TakeOver is going to be really good. I don't see any way it could really go wrong. Even Dana's getting better. The only one who I'm really worried about is, of course, Mrs. Marie. Ms. Marie, whatever the hell her name is. She is the only one that I'm worried about coming in and stinking up the joint.
However, in my opinion, she's the best looking NXT diva down there right now.
Alexa Bliss.
Oh. I'm ashamed.
Yeah. Speaking of her, wait. Speaking of her, Buddy and Murphy are out of the tag team tournament. They are having a rematch for the titles next week.
Hang on a second. Speed it back. You said Buddy and Murphy.
Blake and Murphy. Blake and Murphy are having a rematch for the titles next week. But I really do need them on my TV every week because they're actually really good. Well, they're not good, but she's good. So, like, yeah. Yeah, she's pretty good. She's pretty good. Yeah, she's good. She's like one of the better talkers, honestly, in the company right now. So, yeah, it'll be good. Chad Gable and Jason Jordan also need to be on my TV every week. Which reminds me, I don't know which part of the bracket they're in, but they could very well make it to the finals. I hope they do.
Sure, they lost at a live event.
Don't tell me. You bastard. They'll definitely be in the semis because they'll be. Yeah, they'll definitely be in the semis because they'll be on the show. I would be very surprised if they weren't. They're getting pushed to the moon, and damn right too, because Chad Gable is something else, man. That guy has got all the potential to be huge.
I don't know. I'm not too fond of them. Other than the second version of WTGGT.
Yeah, I think Gable is everything Angle wished he was. Honestly, like he's got so much better Raw potential than Kurt Angle ever had, and you saw what happened with him when he got to the main roster. So, yeah.
Alright, are we moving on to TNA or ROH?
Whichever one you want to talk about, because I'm going to be able to talk about zero of either.
Okay, I guess I'll do TNA since I remember more. No, yeah, I'll do TNA since it's longer and I remember more. What happened? I don't know.
Well, that's useful.
Anyways, the things I do remember, Gail Kim beats Lady Tappa, Awesome Kong, and Brooke. Gail's new Knockouts champion. Your thoughts? Anything?
Gail Kim's really good. Gail Kim's the best female worker TNA have ever had. And WWE were really stupid to let her go. But, yeah, Gail Kim's really good. If they're putting the belt on her, that's a smart move.
Yeah, I mean, she's one of the better looking ones to me, but I mean, Brooke has been a decent champion, so I'm not sure why they took it off her.
I love how that's the first thing you go to. Looks.
Hi, I'm Dave. Nice to meet you. Anyways, what else did they do? EC3 is still pushing around Jeff Hardy, who's being his assistant. He's poor. I feel so bad for him. He can't do anything. EC3's treating him like crap. Jeff's taking it. Jeff's doing a good
Jeff's
job
probably
as his assistant.
Jeff's probably very subdued since he's stoned.
No, he's not. He's clean, you mofo.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay. I'm just saying he did have a biking accident like this year.
Yeah, but don't you remember the 2012 Road to Glory thing? Or Road to Redemption or whatever it's... I don't know.
Victory Road.
It's a pay-per-view.
Yeah. What are you on about? What are you talking about?
Anyways.
Okay.
TNA deactivated the pay-per-views. That doesn't count anymore.
Goddamn TNA.
Dixie and Jeff argued in one of the worst segments ever. Because Karen was trying to butt in, but Karen didn't have a mic. So she was shouting, which made it very annoying. And Dixie was like, I'm not talking to you.
Mm-hmm.
And, yep, Jeff was just kind of sitting back. He signed a contract. He sucker punched JB. And, Dixie tried to tend to JB. And, Jeff and Karen left. That was that segment.
Okay, so it's like TNA.
Yeah. And then, Pope and Josh Matthews talked for a few. And, main event, which was... So they added, it was originally 4-on-4, but they added it 5-on-5 since Eric Young turned on Team TNA. Or not, he just turned on TNA and, like, aligned himself with Jarrett. Like, it's amazing. Like, it's Swerve. Like, come on.
Swerve.
You couldn't, like, not mark out for that.
Totally. Swerve.
So yeah, TNA had to find a partner, and it was Team JFW, which was Brian Myers, Sanjay Dutt, Masters, Young, and Jarrett versus Galloway, Wolves, Lashley, and who better else to be the fifth partner than Bram?
Mm-hmm. Obviously. TNA superstar, Bram.
Oh man, poor TNA.
I don't think they'll last the year, man. I think they might be gone by 2016.
I think they're gonna keep lasting. lasting for a good while. I think they're just gonna keep getting worse to
Yeah,
the
I
point
mean,
where it's unbearable.
they've
already lost DA.
Yeah, they've held on for so long. I'm just like,
They've just been hanging by a thread. They haven't been thriving any.
no, they haven't been growing since like Jarrett versus Sting. That's
That's why I'm going to try to do in this TNA Reborn series. Go sure check it out on my channel, TW down in the description.
It's in the description. Yeah, you plug as much as you want. It's fine.
Anyways, Team TNA won after Drew Galloway hit a future shock onto its trash can on Hawkins. And, yeah, that was the weakest invasion angle ever.
Ever? Like, ever? Nexus was pretty bad.
Only invasion angle I ever watched.
Do you,
No, Nexus was better because it lasted more than 2 weeks.
this is true. But it did end with John Cena beating like 7 guys.
I'd still take that over this thing. I mean, you got Sanjay Dutt, you got Kurt Hawkins, you got Trevor Lee. They're guys supposed to be taken as threats?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think so. I couldn't really take it seriously.
Okay, well.
I will say it was one of the better TNAs in a while, because the Lethal Lockdown was pretty good.
Cool. Well, great. Fantastic.
I'd rate it probably about a 4 out of 8, maybe.
Alright then. Do you want to talk about ROH?
I can, from what I remember. I'm not sure. I remember a lot. Dalton Castle fought somebody. Silas Young was on commentary.
I like Dalton Castle.
Dalton fought Cedric. It was okay.
That sounds like a good match. I like those two.
Yeah, and main event was, oh god, I don't even remember. It was something to do with Red Dragon, because they had Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly for like they're fighting Jay. And I can't remember who they faced. I think they won. Whoever they did, like Kingdom was involved as well.
Do you want me to have a look at what the card was for this show?
So bad.
Okay, ROH recap. Can I find one that's actually any good?
And ROH did
Spoilers. ROH are doing. Or have they already done one, or are they doing one?
Extravaganza was Saturday, I think.
I will look up that card. That seems like a lot more interesting to me. Alright, Jay Lethal started the night off in the television title match by taking on Bobby Fish. It was a 14-minute match, pretty decent, and Jay Lethal won.
So... I've certainly gotten a recollection. So Jay fought Bobby Fish. It was about 14 minutes. Jay won. It's a pretty good match.
Silas Young defeated Dalton Castle, which seems like a really stupid idea, but okay. The All Night Express defeated the Briscoes. Who are the All Night Express?
The pay-per-view.
Show. Now, I found the pay-per-view results. I was like, this is much more interesting. Moose defeated Cedric Alexander. Moose is on fire right now. Match. Really? I love Moose. I think he's awesome.
Cedric beat Moose. He ended his undefeated streak. Moose was so hot before that.
Moose is still hot. He just beat Cedric Alexander in the rematch.
But I mean, like, Cedric beat him. Like, Cedric's...
Who cares?
Vanilla midget.
Moose is still great. So is Cedric. Cedric's awesome. Okay. ACL defeated... ACL. ACH defeated Matt Sydal in what was likely one of the best matches on the card. Yeah, is that it? Tag team title. Kingdom, Addiction, and Young Bucks. Okay, I'm gonna go watch this later. Kingdom beat everyone to win the tag team titles.
I'll just find this tonight and put it on my TV instead of Night of Champions, in all honesty.
I want to read Champions tomorrow. AJ Styles defeated Adam Cole, Michael Elgin, Roderick Strong in an number one contenders match. Okay, that makes sense. AJ Styles versus Jay Lethal is going to be amazing.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Right from his entrance, and Jay Lethal defeating Kyle O'Reilly in the main event.
I thought that was a pretty weak main event, in all honesty.
I'm thinking about it. Yeah, it's probably true.
It's probably a good match, but I mean, like, there's no really star quality that much.
I like both of those guys. I like both those guys. Where's Roddy? Oh, there he is. Number one contenders match. Where's Roddy? That's the important part of the card, honestly.
Roddy B, dude?
Where Roddy B, the shining star of ROH. The only time ROH is good is when there's a lot of New Japan people on the card.
Whatever happened to Jay Briscoe, man? He was like on top of the world, then he just fell hard.
Yeah, it's a pretty fair assessment. When you lose to the All Night Express on a card, that's probably a bad sign for your career.
But do you even know what this means?
No, I don't.
It means another loss for TNA as Kenny King is now gone.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
All they need is for EC3 to sign with Lucha Underground and dead.
He's gonna be coming to WrestleMania instead of Venom when we're going to this year, so like you can already tell like those guys are seeking employment.
Yeah, I mean, like, I wouldn't blame them at all. Like, that's...
Like, as far as like 5 major TNA guys are coming, like Madison Rain's coming, like EC3's coming, Drew's coming, Wolves are coming.
Oh yeah, the Wolves are still working for TNA. Oh, poor Wolves.
They are pretty much, like, I'm gonna say this in a video, in, like, my first episode of Reborn, which you better watch.
I watched the freaking trailer.
It was like 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Wolves, to me, are the best wrestlers currently in TNA.
I can't really argue. There's not very good wrestlers there. I don't know, EC3 is pretty good.
I don't find him impressive. He's never done a match where I've gone, dang, good stuff.
Yeah, I don't think he's, like, amazing in the ring, but I think he's really found his character niche, and I think that's helping him in the ring.
Yeah, his character's the best thing going for him.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I don't know, I don't think he's, like, I think it's a total package. It's kind of like Blake and Murphy, where it's like, you know, they're decent, and they've got that thing that makes them great. You know, it's kind of like, it's Alexa, whereas with EC3, it's this delusional heel gimmick, which I like delusional heels, I always have. I think Bo Dallas is awesome, I think New Day are awesome. I think The Rock was good, so, yeah, I think this is a pretty good niche for him. But I think he deserves better. The Wolves need to go to Japan as soon as they can, because that's where they're going to go. Because them in that juniors division is going to be baller, as always.
Yeah, for sure, man. I think them versus Dirty Heels, best of 5, like, some of the best tag matches.
Yeah.
The only tag team match that I've seen has been better is ROH, Seidel, and ACH versus Tanahashi and Naito.
I really like the, if you're talking junior tags, I really like the Wrestle Kingdom opener. I thought that was incredible.
Oh, that was sick, dude. I love that match.
Yeah, and they did a similar thing at Dominion, which was slightly worse, but it was still good. And, yeah, the New Japan, like, heavyweight tag division's been very sparse for a couple of years now. But the juniors...
Yeah, what is it, basically Bullet Club and nothing else?
It's BizCliz and Kingdom this year. That's all it's been.
Tenkoji.
Have they done... Like, did they hold the titles this year?
I think they did, yeah.
God damn, those...
I
don't know. I watch the big shows. I watch Dominion, Wrestle Kingdom, G1 Climax, New Japan Cup, New Beginning.
I really want to buy that New Japan Network, but I don't know if it'll be worth it to me.
I sometimes watch shows on it, so I can tell you. I watched, like, if you buy it in, like, August, you'll get all of G1, and that's obviously...
Is it like a monthly thing? You gotta renew it?
Yeah.
I don't know. Can they, like, offer a free month?
They might do if you understand Japanese. I don't. So I couldn't see the option for free month. It's only like, free month-o!
I don't think I'd really be interested in it much unless they had English commentators.
Tenkoji have not held the titles this year, although Goto and Shibata did at the start of the year.
Let's go to Shibata, that's what I was thought.
Yeah.
Tenzan and Kojima is Tenkoji, right?
Yeah, Tenkoji.
Okay, then what is Tenkoji?
They're a tag. I think they are still a tag team, but they haven't held the title since 2013.
So they're named Tenkoji and Tenkoji?
No, it's Kenzo. It's Tenkoji, but it's Tenzan and Kojima.
Then what's Tenkoji?
It might be like a way of pronouncing Tenkoji.
Okay, because I've played New Japan games that have them as Tenkoji and Tenkoji.
Occasionally spelt as Tenkoji, yeah. So, yeah. Yeah. God damn, this tag division's awful. Now that Shibata and Goto are going solo. Which, by the way, that feud is going to be awesome. Whoa! The last 4 champions in the New Japan heavyweight tag have not defended their belts. They have 0 defenses. They've won it and then lost it on the first occasion.
Who are they?
BizCliz, Goto Shibata, Bullet Club, Bizcliz.
Ah.
Goto Shibata, Bizcliz, Kingdom, Bizcliz.
I wouldn't really consider Kingdom heavyweight tags.
They won the heavyweight tags.
Well, I don't consider them really heavyweight. They're more middleweight to me.
What's that? They are, yeah, to be fair. Taven is a junior. And Bennett is a heavyweight.
Doesn't have a place.
Bennett's a heavyweight and Taven's
Bennett
junior.
is not a heavyweight.
He's 225.
Nah.
He's 225.
Nah.
He's 225.
Nah.
He is only 4 pounds lighter than Schwarzkate.
Nah.
Yep. If Kota Ibushi can win the
What are you
title.
looking at it at?
Wikipedia.
Wikipedia Live, man.
That's what he's probably billed at. Which is what New Japan go on, is build weight, so. Yeah. Unless you can understand Japanese, you can't prove them wrong. Anyway, I think that's the entire week. So let me get your top 5 performers from this week. Who are your fave 5 this week?
Okay, Drew Galloway, for sure, since he did the sick DDT on the trash can.
Is he 5th or is he 1st?
He's probably 1st for me.
Okay.
Probably didn't watch NXT, so I can't say that. I'd say Cesaro, because Cesaro.
Mhm.
Maybe I don't know, man. That's tough. I only really I forget a lot of Raw. I forget a lot of ROH, and that's really all I watched this week, except for TNA. And TNA's not good.
Mhm.
So I'd say Drew is probably the only one that impressed me this week.
Wow. All right. I'm gonna go with number 5, Xavier Woods. Number 4, Johnny Gargano. Number 3, Bailey. Number 2, William Regal. Number 1, Sasha Banks. That's my fave 5 this week. So yeah.
Alright, good stuff.
Yeah. Alright guys, thank you for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please leave a thumbs up. Check out the rest of the series. Subscribe if you haven't already. Check out Dave in the description below. We are back tomorrow unless something goes horribly wrong. Well, I'm back tomorrow unless something goes horribly wrong for a review of Night of Champions. If I can be asked. God, I am not looking forward to the show. I am not looking forward to the show at all.
I'm just probably gonna stream illegally All-Star Extravaganza on my TV and just look at the results tomorrow.
I will go check how much the pay-per-view is on demand and then see if I want to watch it. And then I will watch Night of Champions on the network tomorrow. So, Alright, hope you guys enjoyed.
Guys, one of the guys that will watch ROH that will try and buy ROH, and that I'm one of the guys that'll just try and cheat my way and just watch it for free.
Well, I do watch ROH for free on their website. Their TV show is free, but it's a week delayed, so that's why I usually watch it. But if I'm watching an ROH pay-per-view, I'll usually buy it. But I don't watch a lot of ROH pay-per-views because ROH without New Japan is not very good. So that's it.
I don't really argue.
Yeah. Alright, well, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will speak to you guys next time. After this, we're going to be probably... Next show I'm going to do is probably TakeOver, because that's on the 7th of October, so I'll see you guys then.
Smack that like button.